What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. All right. Listen, I am about to do a great show on the recap of training camp. All right. No more third hand information, no more fourth hand information, no more fifth hand information. I get an opportunity to tell y'all what I saw. And these conversations will continue because I will be at camp on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and possibly some more going forward. I know they travel to the Bears, so that's where it ends for me. But when they come back for Atlanta, I'll see. It just depends on where we are at that time. Okay. There is no camp tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, day off, but I will be back to work on Monday grinding. All right. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes talking about camp, but some house cleaning things before we get started. All right, so let's go through a few things before we get started. First and foremost, y'all already know what time it is. Hit that like button. Okay. People don't even know we're live right now. Hit the like button and they will know that we are live. Okay. Punch the like button. Okay. Next up, if you're subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, thank you for being here watching, but go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't hurt, and I hope you enjoy the show. Okay. Thank you to all of the mods. I am greatly appreciated in the hard work that you do. Thank you to the members of the channel who support this channel monetarily on a monthly basis to help TD Fans Talk do bigger and better things. Thank you all for just being y'all. Thank you all for just being y'all. There's a lot of things that I recognized in practice today that we got to talk about. There's a lot of things that we can brush under the table because you really don't care until Tuesday when the pads come on. So I'm going to focus on most of the things that matter without pads on. All the things without pads on, I really didn't care much about it, whether it was good or bad today, and we'll talk about those, okay? All right, let's keep it moving. Also, I want to apologize to many of you who saw me today at training camp. I want to apologize, okay? I was as nice as I possibly could be at every moment, okay? I was as nice as I possibly could be at every single moment with every person. But I do want to apologize to people that I told just give me a second, because when a play is going on, I mean, I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. This is what I do now. I I took today serious, and I'm gonna take every day serious. So I need to see every play. So anybody who asks, hey, can I get a picture, whatever it was, if I told you, hey, just give me 1 second, I want to apologize if it came off rude at all. It was no intention whatsoever, and I didn't do that to many people. But I know a few people that I did, and then when the day slowed down and I was driving home, I thought about it, and I don't want to have a negative perception, like, oh, y'all know what I mean, all right. Um, so, but everybody, I did take care of everybody. We got pictures, we hung out, we talked, we dapped it up, did all of that good stuff. All right. And then when I got to the car, I had to literally take a sanitizer bath. COVID's still out here. I was just everywhere. I didn't care. I put it in my eyes, just everywhere. Um, but yes, shout out to all y'all that I did get the opportunity to meet today. I can't even repeat all y'all names because I'll miss someone, and I don't want you to feel a certain type of way. But I appreciate every single one of you all. Okay. Well, I'll give two special shout outs. One, my man Carter. All right, Smarter Carter. The young man. Y'all saw him on the stream. So shout out to him. His mom brought him over. That was pretty cool. And shout out to Mr. Bethune. Okay, he was on the first stream, the 3-minute stream. Showed up to training camp without a ticket. Hey, that's dedication, baby. This man showed up to training camp. So I'm in my car and I go live with y'all, and I'm getting out the car. Literally, y'all saw it. Some of y'all saw it earlier. I literally go live and I'm on my phone live, and I get out of the car and he's getting out of his car in front of me at the same time. And he said, TD. I said, what's up, man? He like, it's Bethune. I'm like, oh, okay. First thing out his mouth, I ain't even got a ticket. I said, what? But I had an extra ticket. It was crazy. It was like just perfect timing, man. So I had to end the stream right away so that I can Apple Pay him the ticket, or however we did it. Man, that was the stream paused on me. Y'all give me a second, man. Please don't tell me we're gonna start that. If it starts on pausing on us, then y'all already know I'll do the little 30-second camera reboot and we should be fixed. So if it continues to pause like it just did for that little second, y'all know I'll have it fixed in 30 seconds. So I'll keep an eye on it. All right. But that was just funny, man. It was just funny to me, man. So and listen, oh, there it is. They're gonna pause. So y'all give me 30 seconds. We want good productions over here. So y'all give me 30 seconds. I'm going to wire and rewire this camera. So one moment. I know y'all still there, so I'm just rebooting my camera. All right. All right. That's the wrong camera. That's the right one. All right. We're good now. My bad, y'all. No, it kept pausing. Somebody said it looked good to them. It kept pausing on us. Okay. So we're good. So we're gonna get started. We got 368 people in here between all the platforms, but we only got 171 likes. Y'all gonna want to hear this one, okay? Y'all gonna want to hear my take on today's training camp, because I told y'all on Twitter today, if I was to give training camp one word, I have to say context is the key word of today, because a lot of things happened today. And I went to Twitter and I said, what did the beat writers say happened? And I just wanted to fight myself. I realized, first of all, they're not even reporting half the plays. They're not even reporting half the plays. Man, is it still pausing on us like that? Hold on, y'all. Shouldn't have no issue. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Hopefully I got it, man. Listen. Anyway, man, let me get back to the action. Shout out to Marcus becoming the newest member of TD Fans Talk. Anybody who wants to become a member of TD Fans Talk, make sure you go to the homepage, click on the membership link. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'll drop the other link. All right. But they're not even reporting half the plays. Not only are they not even reporting half the plays, y'all saw I reported a lot of plays today. If you was on my Twitter, you saw how many plays I reported. Some of y'all probably was thinking TD making up plays. No, I took it serious today. I was Twitter fingers, y'all. I probably had all kind of misspellings because it was happening so fast. I had to get it out, and I realize now how fast camp moves. I realize how fast it moves. The reps don't stop, y'all. I mean, Tua's getting 5 plays in a minute and a half, and before I could even send 3 plays, Jacoby Brissett is already up. So I realize why they're not reporting every play, but I got about 90% of the plays today. The other 10%, I promise y'all, I missed probably 1-2 play, but what I saw, it was a short pass in the flat, but I don't know what happened. I just saw somebody catch it in the flat or whatever. And I missed a lot of Reese Sinet's plays because that was the only time I could breathe and take a break. The heat was on a whole new level, y'all. A whole new level. Shout out to Michael with the actually becoming a member of the channel. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you becoming a member. Reese and that, it wasn't even worth it. After I saw, the drills and all that, I was like, it's too hot out here. Let me go ahead and be strategic in how I do my reporting. So I wanted to capture, all the tours and all the Brissett's. How many degrees? It was 93 degrees, but 93 in Miami with no wind, just clear skies, no clouds, clear skies, no wind, palm trees staying absolutely still, humid. And I had on dark colors, black. I was in fatigue. I had the fatigue Dolphin hat, had the undefeated black and gold 72 jersey, had the fatigue polo shorts and the fatigue Jordans. I was hot. I was burning up by the, like, say if we were 3 out of 4 quarters in, I was over there like, I don't know if I can make it. Now, I know I done gained some weight and stuff, but gosh, boy, I admire them on that field. But it wasn't just me. Everybody was talking about it. And I had it worse because I'm thinking I'm over there in luxury in a little area where, I'm kind of by myself and it ain't many people over there. I'm thinking that that's a big benefit, and it's hotter. The people in the stands at least had the canopy over them the whole time. That little canopy, it didn't matter. The heat was baking the grass, cooking it up to me. I was just in the oven like, y'all gonna get your knife and your fork. Go and eat TD. I'm like, gosh, man. I was over there. I called my cousin. I was like, hey, man, you can come over here, man. If you can give me a water, man. I don't know if I can make it over there and back. That's how hot it was. It was hot, man. And then after practice, we shot the music video in the parking lot with a whole bunch of Dolphin fans and their Dolphin cars and all that. That was hot, but gotta get to work in. And then I drove 4 hours back home, and I just made it about 20 minutes ago. About 25 minutes ago, I just made it home, and we've been live for 14 already. So I am exhausted, but I do it for y'all. I do it for this channel because the truth we got to talk about what's really happening. We got to break down everything. All right. I do it for TD Fans Talk subscribers. All right. Everybody who rocks with this channel, it don't matter how tired I am. It don't matter how much work I put in. I do it for y'all because y'all are family. And a lot of y'all showed that family love today when y'all met with me. And we all adapted up and had some good times, man. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me because I wouldn't be down there if it wasn't for y'all. Y'all allow me to be down there. Y'all give me the ability to do bigger and better things on this channel. And the beginning has just started, y'all. There's so much more to come. And so many of y'all show your love and support. And so not just monetary, just words, the DMs and all of that. But in those who show monetary love, that's always will help. Yeah, I just got a new SUV and it's $60 to fill. So appreciate y'all. Man, I had a car and I'm so used to 35 to 40 when it's high. And now that 60 to 65 is like, hey, it do feel a little different. Don't it feel different? You drive a car, you be paying $30, $35, you get an SUV, and next you know, you like, that 60, 65 hit different. Imagine if it go up to $4, that 80 gonna hit different, right? But again, I appreciate y'all because y'all help me do bigger and better things, as I stated. All right. One last thing before we get started, okay? Because we're about to get started on the stream. I appreciate everybody that hit me up in DMs and report back to me about other people on other platforms talking about me in a negative light. Thank y'all for caring about me. But, I've had this conversation at least once every year. Don't do it anymore. You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. All right. You don't have to do it anymore. You don't have to report to me what somebody else is saying negative about me and slandering me and this and that, and this. Okay. We do what we do over here. We do what we do over here. We talk, we have fun, we enjoy ourselves. We're in our own lane. We're not worried about nobody else. We're not worried about anyone else. We love everybody else. We show support to everyone else. Outside of that, we're not worried about any negativity that anyone else is bringing our way, okay? None. We're going to move our numbers, and we're going to enjoy ourselves as a Dolphin community and as a Dolphin family. And whoever with it, and whoever ain't, they ain't with it. We ain't got to focus on them. So I appreciate all 50 of y'all that hit me up last night about conversations that were negative happening about me, but it's okay. It's okay. We do what we do. We enjoy ourselves, and we still wish everybody else the best because it's nothing but love from me to everybody in this community. If it's not reciprocated, it's all good. We never expected that, right? We never expected that. So we're going to show love even when we hate it. All right. At the end of the day, we're going to show love even when we are hated. All right. And let our performance and let our shows speak for themselves. It's that simple. We let what we do speak for ourselves. Okay. All right. I don't need to get into all the old cliches. They hate us because they ain't us. They wish they had what we had and all of that stuff. And I guess I just got into it, but it's all good. We focus on what we're doing, and we're going to continue to do it bigger and better every chance we get. And last thing, we are in competition with no one over here. We show love to people who are doing it bigger and people who are doing it smaller. We are in no competition over here. No comparing what we do on this show to what other people do on their show. We don't do any of that because our show is our show. This is what we do. All right. So love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And keep your heads up, fins up, man. And listen, I've learned, let me just say this and I'll be done. I apologize to everybody that I've recommended other platforms to. I won't be doing the recommendations and all of that stuff anymore. Because when people start hitting me up, people that I respect and say, I only listen to this person because of you, told me to, but I can't anymore. It's becoming toxic. Then that's a bad look on me. So I'm not doing that anymore, but I love everybody in our community. I rock with everybody in our community, but I'm not putting my name behind any, and it spoils it for the other groups that are good groups, but I don't want to single anyone out. So therefore it's all together, period. I just got to operate how I operate over here. And if they reach out to me, I'm there for them and I'll support them and I'll rock with them. I'll collab with them. But from this point on, I'm gonna be in my lane and just be humble. And if they ever want me to be a part of anything they do, they could come and ask me. I'm not finna instill my will to help and do more than I need to anymore. Okay. But that's where I am, just letting you know. Don't think I'm being cold or anyone. I'm just in my lane, just minding my business. I'm minding my business. I'm not focused on anyone else anymore. But I'm there. I'm here for them. I'm here for them. All right. All right. But I just want to make sure I get that out. Because I'm not about the negativity, man. I'm about positivity, love, union, bringing people together. I know I have my moments. I know I be going off. I know I'm controversial. It takes sometimes, but that's football. That's football. Hate me for something I say for football, but don't hate me for nothing because you just don't like me and stuff like that. All right. When it comes to football, your opinion, if you don't like what I say, I rocks with that. I respect that. But anything outside of football, listen, that's beyond me. That is beyond me. It ain't on my pay grade. I don't get paid that much to deal with it. Okay. All right. But love y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right. I see everybody in the comments say, all right, man, it's time to get the show started. All that crap, man. All that crap. All right. 540 people watching. I'm telling y'all, we going to get bigger numbers than this. Hit the like button. Gosh, man. Why y'all do me like that? Why y'all do me like that? It's simple. It take 30 seconds. It take 5 seconds. Remove the chat, hit the like, bring it back if you're on a computer. If you're on your phone, the like button right there in front of your face. Or dislike. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping or dislike. But let's get it up. If we got 572 people actually in here, why we got 293 likes? We should at least have 400 likes. Punch that like button. Matter of fact, spam the comment section. All y'all who rock with me, put it in the comment section right now. Hit the like button. See, let me show y'all how many people rocks with TD Fans Talk. Y'all put that hit the like button in the comment section, all right? Shout out to Vic with the donation saying, here's some gas help for today, my friend. Hey, man, salute. I got it, bro. I promise I got it. But this is what I'm talking about. Just the extended love that y'all show on a consistent basis. It's always appreciated, and I'm humbled by it. I promise you that. All right. See, if you don't want to hear from me, because some of y'all don't like my voice, yet you watch me. But some of y'all don't like my voice. Look at the people in the comment section. They telling you. Hit the like button. Shout out to the homie Pete, man. Pete stood me up today. I said, Pete, we going to camp? Pete said, no, man. No, I can't hang out with you, TD. Nah, I'm just playing. But anyway, man, let's get started. Let me get to what y'all here for instead of all this rambling. Shout out to Dolphin 82 at the donation said, I rock with you, TD. Put it on some Petro. Hey, let's do it. 93 Supreme, baby. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right. First of all, let me pull up my Twitter because so much happened today. As I'm going through my tweets, I think I'll better remember everything that happened today. And oh my gosh, we just hit 2,000 followers on Twitter. I've never been the Twitter guy. I'm not the Twitter guy. I've never been a Twitter guy. I don't do Instagram, Twitter. My wife's like, why do you just keep not doing it? Like everybody's like, you have more people that's actually probably on Instagram and Twitter than YouTube. You just don't know it. And I'm not one of those guys. But the Twitter popping off, man. I got 2,000 followers on Twitter, and I don't even be asking. But I feel special, man. Ooh, we just hit 2K. Ooh. Oh, man, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. That's what's up, man. See, another threshold. I appreciate y'all, man. Ooh, we went from like 1,100 Instagram followers to 1,302 today. That's what's up, man. So, and this is the first day I actually used my Instagram and Twitter, like dedicatedly used it. Y'all can go through my Twitter and Instagram. You'll see I don't use it. But now I'm getting on it and I understand. So y'all going to see me more on those platforms, you know, retweeting, commenting on people's stuff, all that good stuff. Pete said, TD, your voice means you putting in that work. I am. I promise you. What happened today? I put in work. Nobody better not question that. I thought I was going to meet my maker twice today. That's how hot it was. So don't question if I'm putting in work. I'm out there in the trenches. It was hot. Anybody that was out there, put it in the comment section. Was it hot or not? You know, I always got your back and you are always my guy. They don't like how nice you are. LOL. Love you, bud. Doug, as always, love you, bro. You already know that, man. You already know that. And listen, man, see, this is what I'm talking about. I got to go against what I just said because Doug is my brother. Doug and I have been on the same page since day one. Never, our disagreements are always football related, never have an issue. So when I say I'm staying away from all, listen, y'all better go sub the Doug channel, man. If you don't know this man putting in work on a consistent basis, you tripping. All right. So I'm going against my word already. But at the end of the day, man, it's just sad. All right, let's get back to football. Y'all got me in something else. All right, what's good, TD? You made it back from that heat wave. I got the next spare ticket, TD. Oh, Lord. See, I shouldn't be having to give spare tickets. People showing up to camp without one. Y'all stop that mess now. because I might be having a guest with me going forward. So you might be outside because it ain't no ticket you can hand it. It has to be mobile through Ticketmaster in order to get in, by the way. All right. Let's get to football, y'all. Y'all stop messing with me, man. Let's get to football. All right. We got to talk about what happened today. All right. So with that being said, let me get my Twitter feed up and then let's go. Let me go back to the beginning. All right. Let's go back to the beginning because it'll help me remember everything that happened. All right. Them offensive linemen are giant, y'all. I never realized that, man. I never realized that, man. Them guys look small in a picture and on TV. And listen, the offensive linemen, they were right in front of me the whole time. It was Kenley. I was like, "What's up, Kenley? Do your thing this year." He was like that to me. I was like, "Oh, I feel special." All right, man. But them guys huge, man. They were doing all their drills right in front of me, literally 10 feet away. All right. All right, so let's go through what we got here. All right, first and foremost, Tua working on passing drills, throwing beautiful slants and out routes. Real talk, it's already clear Tua has the cleanest arm out here in the short game passes. So what I saw early on was just the quarterbacks working, throwing a whole bunch of see. I told y'all practice goes the same way every day. I realized that 4 days in a row, and I realized the order of practice. And when I got there today, it was confirmed. So everything I've been telling y'all the last few days on the order of things happening, it was confirmed. Practice goes the same way every day. So what happens is you got every single position group all over. Quarterbacks over here, offensive linemen over here, D linemen and linebackers, corners. They're all spread out. Okay. They're all spread out and they're all doing their individual works. So it wasn't nothing to report. They just out there throwing this, throwing that to trainers, X, Y, and Z. Boring stuff, all right? But then whenever what they do, they blow the whistle, then like the receivers come with the quarterbacks. Well, the quarterbacks are the only ones that travel every time in the linemen because they always travel over to the DBs and the defense. Like offense always travels to defense in our training camps. It's like they just go over there. They always traveling. Defense never has to come to them. So I'm just like, okay. But anyway, but then they start doing their throwing drills. So what that is you got like 3 or 4 receivers running routes. And no, actually, let me back up. That's the next one. You got 2 receivers running routes, one on the right, one on the left. Simultaneous quarterbacks, Tua and Brissett throwing at the same time. So you got 7 receivers over here, 7 receivers over there with Brissett on the opposite side, but the quarterbacks are close together. So what I realize is on throwing drills, quarterback back to pass, out route Grant, complete. Out route Waddle, complete. In route whoever, complete. And I'm looking on Twitter and I got a beat writer reporting that. That ain't nothing to report. Ain't no defense, ain't nothing. Beautiful pass from Tua to this person. Beautiful pass. What are you talking about? They over here doing throwing drills. Ain't no defense, ain't no O-line, ain't no running backs. They just standing in the line. Each person get a turn. And they're reporting this stuff. And I'm like, this is why people build up to think one way versus another, thinking that it's so much good or so much bad. Because some of the things that are being reported doesn't even need to be reported. But I reported some of it too. So I said, if they doing it, let me do it too. But at least I'll give context when I'm live. So, but this is what I got out of it though. This is the only thing that needs to be reported. I wrote on Twitter, real talk. It's already clear Tua has the cleanest arm out here in the short pass game because they were working on just the short pass game at the time. Little in routes, out routes, comeback routes. And I looked at Brissett. He got a good arm. He's striking it, completing it at a high level too. But I saw the prettiness in Tua's arm when he's throwing those routes. I saw it. I was impressed. I was like, they talking, and I think it already started to skew me for camp today because I was like, well, yeah, there ain't no way. Tua is the starter for sure. There is no controversy. Now, Brissett ain't looking bad. He's still looking good. Tua's not looking bad. He's looking good. And they're not far apart from each other with the overall of what they're doing out there for the whole camp. But early on, I just felt like Tua got a better arm, like it looks prettier. If that's intangible. Y'all know what I'm saying. Something look better than the other. They both had the same result, but Tua, it just looked real clean and nice and crisp and just beautiful. Okay. All right. So then they were still working on some of those same things, and actually the whistle blew. They brought over some of the DBs. Okay. They brought some of the DBs over. This is when they were on like a 5-on-7. I guess it's 6-on-7 if you count Tua, but it was a 5-on-7. Okay. And let me see here. Tua incomplete to Grant, a little overthrown. I remember that. That could have been a big game play. It was just too high. Grant was too small for it. But I'm going to talk about a play later that Grant should have been too small for, but he just went up like he was Devontae Parker and grabbed it. But that was an overthrown pass from Tua to Grant. So right away when the DBs got out there, the first play just didn't look great. Grant was open. And it was just high by at least 2 feet where Grant reached up and it wasn't even a shot. Next play, Tua, nice deep out route and follows on the other side of what and follows. Y'all forgive me. I got to figure out my own tweets because I was going so fast. These plays was happening so fast that I may have misspelled a lot. But Tua, nice deep out route and follows on the other side to Waddle. That's what it was. What happened was, again, remember I told you how they be having different groups. You know how I said 7 on one side and 7 on another, and they doing passing drills. But even when they're running the 5-on-7, they got 5 receivers out there versus 7 DBs, but it's 5 more receivers waiting to hurry up and line up and do their rep. Then 5 more coming around lining up doing their rep. So they're moving these plays fast, y'all. So what happened was Tua threw a nice deep out route. It was about 15 yards out and hit him on the sideline. It was really nice, y'all. It was crisp. I like what I saw. And then in the next play, the next rep, he did the same thing, but the opposite side to Waddle. So that's 2 completions with DBs on them and connected. Now, I want y'all to notice a common theme today. Well, you'll see. I want you to pay attention to a lot of sideline work, and I'm going to talk about that later when I break it all down. All right? Moving along. Tua, another beautiful pass by Tua. Kind of wish it left his hand a half second early. That was another completion where it was caught. It was a beautiful looking pass. It's just one of the ones you wish he would have got it out a little sooner because it would have been more appropriate just in case there was great defense. It wouldn't be batted away, but it wasn't great defense on that when it was completed anyway. All right. All right, back to drills. Tua connects with Grant. Route 15 yards. So back to drills. Nice pass, middle of the field for Waddle from Tua. Sit down in coverage from Waddle. These are all passing drills, no defense. All right. So on this play to Waddle, he sat down on the defense. So there wasn't a defense out there, but you know the route. You're running across and you just turn around and stop. Waddle, hit him, bam. And that's why when they went back to the drills, it was really nothing to report. Any quarterback in the NFL, this is just repetition. You know what I mean? Anybody can complete these. But you got to run them to get that repetition and chemistry. All right. But again, beat writers reporting these type of drills as if a full defense is out there and these guys are making plays like this. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Offense headed over to defense for some real work. Okay, so this is where the whistle blew, and now the quarterback's running over there to the defense and all of that. So they're getting together. Okay, plays are happening super fast. So Tua just finished 5 reps in goal line on throws and goes 3 for 5. All tight window throws. I like what I see. So he went 3 for 5 in the red zone. The incomplete passes, they were real tough. But what I loved about what he did in the red zone today, at least on this rep, was everything this man was throwing was a tight window in that red zone. And it's the red zone. It's supposed to get tighter. But he was trying to squeeze some through. And I thought he did a really good job. He was pushing them in, man. He was pushing them in, and they were catching them. But he went 3 for 5. The 2 he didn't get. You're not going to get them all. And this defense was stifling, man. They were really on it, you know. But I like what I saw from them in that regards. Now, Brissett gets 5 plays. Let's just say crowd approves. Brissett looked sharp too when he came out. I just didn't have time to write all of them because I was still writing Tua's. That's what I'm saying to y'all. I didn't have time to write all the details on Brissett's because that one tweet I was writing for Tua, them 5 plays was over and Brissett was already in. I probably hit send when Brissett already did 2 plays. So Brissett, he looked good in the red zone too, threading the needle. I think it was like 4 for 5 in the red zone, but they're playing a lot of out routes and stuff. They're playing a lot of low throwing balls to where receivers got to be able to go down and get it and stuff like that in their work too. But they both look really good, but the crowd was really, you know, cheering on Brissett's the way it was happening. All right. And I think a lot of that was because some of it was like tippy toe stuff out of bounds and things in the red zone. So that's what got the crowd more into it. Tuas were threading the needle in the middle of the field between 2 defenders, and bam, just catch touchdown the next play. So it wasn't really nothing like, whoa, you know what I mean? All right, Sinet gets his chance, and he throws an interception. So right then and there, I had to make a decision. It's too hot out here to go all 3 quarterbacks because I was under my hut. And every time Tua went up, I got up and had to stand up to make sure I saw every player and the routes they running and everything. But when Sinet went, I got back in my tent because it was too hot. But I can still see it. But I'm not on top of the play going behind the tent on the hill. Okay? So Sinet interception, I was getting the rest. Okay? Back to Tua. Tua intercepted. Never should have thrown it. Next play, throws it in the dirt. Receiver has no chance. Next play, touchdown through the middle. So he got 3 plays on that. All right. He only got 3 on that. What happened was the interception play, he definitely never should have threw it. I saw the linebacker DB closing before he even thought to throw it. He backed the pass. He looks left. And I saw the DB already closing. And it went anyway, and I just didn't understand that. DB got it. It would have been a pick 6 because it would have been nobody between him, just Tua trying to chase him down. Because again, this is on that red zone work. They're in the red zone, and it just wasn't a good pick. And I'm gonna talk about Brissett's play in a little bit, okay? So I can give it context, all right? Because the coverage was just spectacular on the play. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody was open. This ain't a case where he should have went there. Nobody was open. And I think what got to him was the last drive, threading the needle so much, but this was a case of, dang, that guy was all over it, period. It just should have never been thrown. All right. But then the next play, he throws it in the dirt, and the receiver had no chance. Let me say this too. We've seen a few plays, even video released of Tua throwing it low into the ground and Waddle sliding to make the catch and different stuff like that. Tua has to be careful with that because in the red zone, he did it several times today. He's throwing it that way every time on a crossing route in the red zone. If a guy's coming across the middle, he's throwing it low into the ground every time. A quarterback's supposed to read that. If a defender is on his back, you throw it low into the ground where only they can get it. That's the point of it, away from everybody. If they're coming across that middle wide open and clean, you got to throw it in his chest and hit him. You did it on the first drive, and that was to Waddle, and just Waddle tried to make it, but just couldn't. It was rumbling on the ground. The next play, he went back to that same area. He got that interception, a very similar play, stuck it in for a touchdown right after that, all right? So good work getting ready. So far for the day, good work was put in by Tua. Made, less than a handful of mental errors, but at this point, things look really promising, in my opinion. And I'm going to take an intermission halfway through this to tell y'all what I think about Tua so far from what I saw today, all right? All right, next play. Brissett throws ball away and shows Tua what he should have done on the interception play throw. An interception. Next play, throws too low, incomplete. So it was the same situation as Tua, and I'm thinking that they getting the same plays because the same play Brissett had, back to pass, looks left. I saw the same, not a different guy, but I saw the same guy at the same position closing, and Brissett throws the ball away. And I said, good job, man. And basically, it probably was the same play, y'all, because that's why I tweeted, he shows Tua what you're really supposed to do on that play. It was never open. The defense had that just all smothered. Then the very next play, Brissett did the same thing Tua did, threw it low and in the dirt, another receiver sliding down trying to catch it that was wide open again and incomplete. Same thing. So they need to be able to read that, man. All right, what else we got? Sinet reps, I'd rather not mention. Not good. That's what it was. I ain't going to talk about it. QBs working on handoffs. So they broke up the team practice, the practices against the defense. See, they go in and out of team play. They go by themselves, they get together. They go by themselves, they get together. Then it's the quarterbacks and the running backs. Then it's the quarterbacks and the receivers. So right now we had a case where it was the quarterbacks and the running backs. It was nothing to report. It's just a whole bunch of quarterback handoffs, whole bunch of quarterback tosses. You see what I mean? They just over there working on it. All right. Tons to talk about already. Subscribe to TD Fans Talk for details, breakdowns, show on YouTube. All right. QBs throwing to running backs on drills. Nothing to see here. But now they are headed to play some real football. Let's go. So they got through all that. Now they walking over again. The whistle blows and they get they walking over again. They coming over to meet the defense and let's get it. All right. Let's see. 11 on 11s. Nice run by Gaskins. I didn't report much on the run. I started a little, but I felt annoyed doing it because, again, we got to talk about that. So we're going to talk about that. Let me see how many running back tweets so I can just talk about it now. Gaskin, we're going to talk about the running backs in a second. Gaskin run another run, but this one stretches nowhere. 2 or 3 reps over 2 runs and a toss to the left. But I love how this was a good one. I was proud of this one. I actually got proud of Tua on this one. So Tua had 3 reps, 2 runs and a toss. So it's all running right now. But at least it's 11 on 11 running, offense versus defense. There was a play where he got behind center and the linebackers on the left side of the right side of him, but the defense left side, you saw 2 of them on the left side coming. Like they came, but then he held and they back out. And I said, okay, pre-snap read. I see you, homie. I said, okay. So he checked. He brought one of the receivers in motion. I said, okay, so you see it. See, I'm getting goosebumps right now because I'm feeling a little proud of him right now. I don't know why. I legitimately have goosebumps right now because I'm praising Tua because this is all I want to do. But anyway, but he got to earn it. That's the point. But anyway, so it was crazy how it worked because it was right before he hiked it. He said down. He was there. And before he hiked it, he saw 2 of them coming. They were about to come. You could see their body leaning. And they both took that first step, and he held it, and he called the receiver. Then he waited a little bit. He looked. Then he gave some signals. He's audibling. He knows his read. He's calling his alerts. He's doing it. He's doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it. Like it didn't happen much today, but it wasn't much situations where he needed to. But he did it. And sure enough, they were in run drills. Let's get that straight now. It told me the run was to the right because what happened after that? It ended up going to the left for a decent gain around the corner on the opposite side. And I kind of like at that moment, that's why I tweeted it. I said, I love how he saw the blitz, pre-snap, and audibles away from it. He moved us away from the blitz. And this is that next level stuff that saved the punt right there. That saved the 3rd and 12 situation. Because we were about to run right into the defense. Man. All right, let's keep it going, man. Brissett's turn. All handoffs over here. Nothing to report until they are padded. Because I don't care about the handoffs because they're not padded up. Tua, another handoff, no passes in 11 on 11 so far. Limboed and fumbles, and we're not even tackling. Enough said. That was true. The man got through a hole, came around the corner, and fumbled. Nobody even touched him. And we're not touching anybody right now like that. They're just slapping, hey, you're done. Stop running. We're not even tackling, and he fumbled. So I didn't like that. Trill Williams forced the fumble, by the way. All right, so let me stop right there because there's so much more to report. All right, so shout out to the homie EM because I was on the phone with him for like an hour and a half driving home because that helped me get through my drive. And I was just talking to him about some of this stuff. And our defense is great. But our defense, I believe, is definitely going to be amazing in the run game. This is a huge takeaway from everybody because think about our flaws on defense last year. Only the run game, stopping the run. We just weren't great at it. We made plays, but we weren't great at stopping the run. These DBs, this defense is making our offense stretch everything. And let me say, I'm not going to say that they're just dominating the O-line because that's just not true. I see the holes, but I see the linebackers filling them fast. You got Gaskins on the sweep. Cut in. No, I can't. Cut it. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, let me get around on this sideline. They're making them stretch these plays. And they're going for 1 yard, 2 yards best. Now, I didn't want to report on the run game because I'll see how it looks when the pads come on. But a big ups to our run game, our run defense, because if they show this type of improvement, being in their spots where they're supposed to be, and we can hammer that down, especially if X stays, listen, we're going to have the number one defense in the league, I believe. Let me also say this. I'll save it to last. But there's a flip side of that with the run game on the offense. I know we're playing a heck of a good defense, which makes me not be able to really gauge how well our offensive line will do against other teams because our defense, it's rare in the NFL. Maybe you can mention 5 other teams that are right there with us or come close. So it's hard to really gauge how we'll do in the regular season. We'll talk about all that stuff at the end of the stream. My real thought process of the game plan they're going to have to come in the season with. And I know it's still early, but we'll break it all down. All right. Let's keep going on this, on these tweets that I put out, and then we'll finish up with that a little later. We got 709 people in the room, but we only got 429 likes. Let's get over 500, y'all. We lit in here tonight. This late night streaming, putting that work in. I put the work in tonight to the whole day. Y'all put that work in, man, by hitting that like button. All right, here we go. All right, so after that fumble, after all that running stuff, I think they took a break, man. But that's when I noticed something. I saw Preston Williams on the sideline catching a football. He's not practicing. And then I saw Devontae Parker come over right next to him, and I'm literally 30 feet from me just throwing the football back and forth for somebody. So they're out there. They just not practicing. But then I spotted your boy Xavier Howard over there playing the cornerback position. He got a trainer in front of him, and he over there backpedaling, switching directions, blah, 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 reaching up for the fake tip ball that they're he over there practicing. Like, personally, it didn't last long, but still. It looked like no ankle hurt to me, ladies and gentlemen. And I already told y'all the other day, they granted him his wish to be traded, but they said under the condition that we can get what we want for you. And I think that's 2 first-round picks. And if they don't get to 2 first, we expect you to be all go in about 10 days. So I'm telling you now, they got him sitting on the side as a precaution because they are actively pursuing a trade. But if they don't get what they want, they done told us, man, we expect you to play. So there's a great chance that he's going to pay unless we get the trade that helps us feel like we robbed somebody. That's where I'm at with it, period. Over there looking just fine. Tweaked ankle, but you switching directions and actually over there playing with the trainer and jumping around, dancing lively. Oh, get out of here with that. We know what's going on. Ain't nobody crazy. What's this? Oh, okay. We know exactly what's going on. All right. All right, let's get back to the action. All right. Be sure to follow IG and stay plugged into my stories. Yeah, I was doing little short stories live out there. And then I also tweeted a picture of Howard doing drills. Well, he's him standing still, but he had just got through doing one of his drills. All right. Tua, beautiful sideline comeback to Waddle. Okay, remember that word sideline. This is where they were putting some work in, and great completion by Tua to Waddle. Next play, Tua dump off in the flat zone coverage. So we're gonna talk about that later too. Y'all remember zone coverage, okay? Tua incomplete to Waddle, ball a little behind, but Waddle tried his best to get it. One of those low behind where he's reaching back, but he just couldn't get it. All right. Tua. Oh, no, I already read that. Tua almost intercepted by number 22. Easy pick, dropped. We got to talk about this one. Reading defense. This one is the one. Who is number 22, by the way, y'all? I keep forgetting. I don't be remembering any numbers. Who is number 22? Somebody let me know in the comment section while I sip some water. Holland. Oh, Javon Holland. Hey, 22 was flying around on that field today. I will say that. Holland was flying around on that field today. That's one thing I do know. But he dropped the pick. So let me tell y'all, this one, Tua, if I'm not mistaken, he looked left, staring down his receiver, and couldn't go there. So he started his progressions. But remember, when you're staring someone down for 3 seconds and it's just not there, you start going through progressions. But I don't know if a quarterback's supposed to be staring down somebody for 3 seconds and then start progressions. You know, it's like a field. You look at where you want to go, and you automatically see which way the defense is moving to see if it'll be open. If it don't look like it's starting to develop, you're still looking, but you're starting to shift your vision. And I just think it was a case where he focused in on where he wanted to go to begin with so early that the progression started late. And he starts surveying, because remember, on these drills, there was no pass rush on these because they went back to more of those like DBs and offensive players. And he came back and he saw his guy like just smack dab right there in his face, but it's almost like discarding the defender that's right behind him. And you're 15 yards out away from the quarterback. Really, you're 22 yards away because the quarterback's dropped back. He bullets it, and Holland just comes around, and I had already started typing interception. And sure enough, Hollins jumbled it to the ground, and the whole defense went crazy. They were mad. Like, they went crazy in a good, bad way. Like, oh, come on, man. You can see all the whole defensive players on the side waiting to come in for their reps, like, get hyped but be disappointed at the same time. Like, oh, come on. You just heard it. And it's just one of those processing things. I think he got out of what he was looking at as his first read too late. And I think that process needs to start a little sooner. That's what I saw off of the play. But it was a dropped interception by Holland. So we don't need him dropping those. We need those. All right. All right, let's move forward. After that, Brissett came on the field. Okay. Brissett throws before wide receiver out of break. Beautiful connection. Next play, easy completion in the middle of the zone. Listen, and I'm telling y'all, I'm not. We'll talk about that last. This zone stuff, even Brissett. I'm gonna tell y'all this zone stuff. I got to talk about that. Next play, I can't believe he threw it. Oh, this was the highlight of the day for me. This was Brissett. Next play, I can't believe he threw it, but perfect sneak pass behind the defender, complete the pass down the field, threw him open. Nice play, nice out route, complete. Oh, that was the next one. The next one was out route that was complete. So Brissett basically was on the money on that drive. He connected on everything, but the highlight of the day for me was that play by Brissett. So this is what I saw. It was a zone again, but I saw beautiful coverage. Like everybody closed on their guy. They were in their spot. They saw the receiver and they got close to him. But there was like, I don't know how I can draw this for y'all. So this is the defender. The receiver ran up, went behind the receiver, but Brissett threw the ball like literally the defender's back was turned, but the ball like it was just perfect. It was like he basically said the defender back closed. I'm gonna throw this right off the side of his back, and the receiver just came right off his back and bam. And the defender was like, I don't know what's going on. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was like a beautiful thing. It's pure anticipation. Like it was pure anticipation. When I saw it, I was just like, that was impressive. That was impressive. That was an impressive throw by Brissett and nice route to hug the defender and just go right around him and catch it right off of his shoulder. Like it was a perfect connection, but the defender was right there. Like if he was turned around, pick six. But he utilized the fact that the defender's back was turned and threw it right at him on his shoulder. I just thought it was nice. All right. All right, let's keep it moving. Sinet almost picked off from batted ball. Sinet threw a ball that got batted by the linebacker, and it was almost intercepted after that. Sinet, quick completion to left of zone, small gain. This zone, y'all, we're going to talk about that. Sinet can't find a receiver, throws for completion late, but this is 7-on-7. Count the sack. That's another thing. There was context happening today. You see how I said count the sack? There's something I didn't appreciate today. And me not appreciating it is irrelevant. But let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. There were a lot of plays by our quarterbacks where the ball came out of their hand after 5 seconds. And a defender ran past them and almost like tapped them, and half the D-line like stopped like it was over, but the ball was still thrown deep or something, and it was completed, and the crowd goes crazy. And I realize, in real gameplay, those are sacks. But they're being reported on as a deep gain. That's why I wrote today, if I'm going to sum up practice, most of the big play stuff, context matters. These guys, there was a play where Tua double pumped twice. Stepped up, double pumped twice. A defender came by, the D-line stopped, but still threw it deep, caught the ball, and the crowd goes crazy, of course, and the beat writers are writing the play that happened when it wasn't a play. Technically, it would have been a sack. So that's why context matters, and I tried to put that in some of the tweets, and that was one of them. The Sinet can't find a receiver, throws for completion late, but this is 7-on-7. Count the sack. That one, the D-line wasn't there. But on 7-on-7, he held that ball so long before he threw the ball, nothing was there. But he had 7-on-7. That's the sack. All right. Tua time I tweeted because he was coming back out to get reps because I thought they were going to go back into individuals, but they put him right back to the reps. Tua complete to the flat. Next play, incomplete. Next play complete on comeback route. Then the play after that finds wide open receiver in the zone after about 5 seconds. So I'm going to keep putting context on some of these throws happening after 5 seconds. And that's a good thing with the O-line with protection. Coverage is just spectacular. So I want y'all to think about that. There's a lot of cases where the O-line gave too much time, where it's almost not realistic. All right, let's keep it going. Hope the line holds that long. No line right now. That's what I tweeted. Because some of these completions, they were like nothing was there. It was taking forever. I'm like, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. But he still threw it to an open guy late. But it's not realistic. I'm like 6 seconds on a count, and there goes the ball. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. You see the stats that come out at the end of the year, even last year, what we had 2 seconds to throw. The good quarterbacks had 3.5. It's just not realistic. But they're not reporting it as such. And that's why, because I was sitting there like, oh man, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. If you he completed it. But that's not realistic, and that was 7-on-7s. But they're reporting the nice throw and the nice catch, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. Brissett overthrows the go route. Guy was wide open. Brissett just overthrew him by 5 yards. I remember this one. The guy just burned off on his guy on a go route. Brissett just overthrew him by 5 yards. That was a touchdown. Walk-in, moonwalk touchdown. Overthrew it. Brissett, next play, check down. I stopped being descriptive on some of this little trash. Not trash. Y'all get my point. All right, now they're taking a water break. Finally, 11-on-11. So they got back to the 11-on-11 action. Tua, first play. Dump off to the flats. Short game. Tua, next play. Tua finds tight end. Short pass on sideline with a huge yard at the catch. Another short pass. He hit the tight end like 3 yards into like 3 yards on the sideline, but he took off up the sideline because the defense was running zone all day. So a lot of these guys were getting yards after the catch, wide open in the middle. We're going to talk about that though. All right. Tua finds Waddle in the zone for a nice catch. Waddle dives and make it happen because it was kind of thrown in front, but Waddle was making plays. I'll just put it like that. Even when he couldn't make the play, you saw him give all the effort he could to do it. He got energy out there. This kid might have a bigger season than we're anticipating. And you know what? Let me back up. It's unfair to say that. He has the potential to have a huge season, but the problem is Parker and Fuller ain't out there. So he's been getting all the work. But I love that he's showing, give me the work. I'm cashing in. But that's where the conundrum comes because he's cashing in, y'all. But at the same token, it ain't going to be that much cashing in when those two guys come back. You see what I mean? So that's something that might need to be worked out. That's why if you really think of it, the more Waddle shines, I'm telling you, Parker could be out of there. I'm just saying. All right. All right, let's go. All right, Brissett's turn. Brissett, pressure to throw ball away. Again, another play where remember, they just got all the time in the world. The defense looks amazing, but he ended up throwing the ball away. And even that throwaway would have been a sack, in my opinion, y'all. He threw the ball away with like 6 seconds into the play, like in the pocket. And to me, that's a sack. You got to throw that away sooner. But that's not the context that'll be tweeted. It'll be Brissett throws the ball away, Brissett, dump off to the flats, complete. Y'all notice all this short stuff? Brissett almost picked, but ball falls into receiver's hands anyway. Once again, this is a play where Brissett, eyeing his guy, throws it. The defender's right there. Boom! But it goes off his hand, and the same receiver gets it and takes off. So it looks like a good play, but could have been picked. All right? Could have been picked. All right. Unfortunately, I had to go. Sinet. Oh, I think this one I was trying to tweet to y'all. Unfortunately, I have to pass on Reed Sinet's reps because it's the only time I could take a break in the shade. It's hot, people. All right. Next play, Tua hands off to Gaskins. Handoff. Nice run by Gaskins, but no pads. Once again, no pads. Tua completes a pass after 5 seconds in the pocket. I saw a touch sack, but whistle wasn't blown. So completion. Another one, y'all. All right. Next play, Tua throws it up up in double coverage, and 88 comes down with the deep completion. But again, ball thrown after 5 seconds. Tua stepping up in the pocket twice. I remember this one, and they also got this one on film that they got out there to y'all. All y'all see is Tua scrambling, throwing the ball, and Gesicki making a great play. They not showing on the film that they released to y'all what happened when he snapped the ball. Hike. Back to pass. 1, 2, slides up. 4, 5, slides up. Throws. The man slid up twice in the pocket, y'all. Slid up twice. It's a sack. In reality, some of these plays, and then the defensive line just stopped. I don't know who it was, got around the corner, tapped him, and most of them just stopped. But he came up anyway and threw it. Crowd went crazy because they just want to see anything, any completion or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, this is the kind, and that was the one where I actually went to go check. That was the one where I had to go check the beat writers and say, let me see how they report this. Sure enough, big gain, sideline, blah, blah, blah. Huge throw. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This ain't no reason to feel like Tua's not having a great day. Because so far, we'll talk about how I feel about Tua's day overall. But there's something to be said because the O-line's providing protection, but at the same token, some of this stuff, in my opinion, is a little unrealistic. And that's why Tuesday is going to be all more important to see them with pads on really get at it, because none of that's going to go down. None of that stuff is going to go down. All right. Next up, Brissett quick laser for about 12 yards in the middle of the field, complete. Brissett, the next play, Brissett overthrows the deep ball, not even close. Another deep one wide open. Brissett just overthrows it. Another deep ball wide open, and he overthrows the ball. Next play, offense passing game still struggling to find consistency in the open field. Occasionally successful plays, but nothing to make a fan feel we are going to nothing to make a fan feel we aren't going to punt a lot unless the run game shows us in padded practice. So the reason why I tweeted that, because so far in practice, our offense in the open field, remember I reported that a few days ago, they're not moving the ball in the open field. And what's happening now is in the open field, they're like making one big play out of every 5 to 7. Everything else is dump offs and in the flats. But every time they go for a big play for like 15 plus, they're getting like 1 out of 7 of those. Or it's an unrealistic situation where the guy took over 5 seconds to throw the ball. And that concerns me. And that's why Tuesday is more important when the heat turns up, seeing how they navigate through that when them guys in pads and really coming at you, especially the run game. But that's why I said, if the run game can get going this year, man, we're going to be all right. But I don't want us to be in a situation where the run game doesn't go and you got a lot of third down and long situations. I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about that so far from what I'm seeing. All right. All right. Now they're over there working on screen pass drills. They were doing nothing. Quarterbacks just throwing screens to running backs. Then they start working on running fumble drills. They 2 by 2 trying to punch it out, whatever. Okay, not pads ain't even on. All right. Okay, I realize whatever argument the government has about global warming doesn't need to be an argument anymore. If I'm at Miami Dolphins training camp Melton, then I'm sold. It was hot, y'all. It was hot. It was hot. All right. QB's meeting and talking to QB coach. Okay, back to work. Tua completes 2 huge plays. Details tonight on TD Fans Talk on YouTube. So, okay, let me say this. Normally, practice would have been over. The clock ran out, the whistle blew, the buzzer. Some of the guys were already walking towards the what you call it, like practice was over. But a lot of them came together, and I don't know if it was the players or the coaches, but they put 5 minutes back on the clock. Then they changed the 5 to 15, and they got back to work. And when they went and got back to work, and I don't know if it was a case of we got to leave on a better note than this, because I'm telling y'all, it wasn't a bad day, but it was nothing spectacular to like, oh yay, and I feel like, hey, let's get out here and do some more work. We want to leave on a great note, because what they left on was a whole bunch of short passes and some here and there's, and they went back out there. I'm gonna tell y'all now, the 2 passes that Tua threw next, the first 2 passes that this man threw were things of beauty. And I'm telling y'all, and they were deep balls. And when I say deep, anything past 15, they were beautiful, on the money, going through progress. Like, I was like, where this come from? Like, I see flashes on occasions of it, but he string 2 together and it just obliterated the thing. And I'm telling you, tight coverage. Tight coverage. Now, y'all know we're not allowed to film from camp. Y'all know we're not allowed to film from camp. I'm just trying to figure out when I should release those 2. I'm just trying to figure out when I should release those 2 plays. And I got 3 plays, actually. I'm just trying to figure out when I should release them. I might wait. I might wait to Thursday, because they might be like, there we go. You can't come in. They might say that to me on Monday. Oh, man. I promise y'all, things of beauty. Things of beauty. I know y'all were checking tweets. I know y'all were like, okay, the day was decent. And then when those was coming through, they were like, woo. I know y'all. I know. Got both of them. All 3. It was 3 plays, but it was the first. I don't know why I tweeted 2. Maybe I tweeted 2 and then another one happened. But let me stop talking. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all give me a second. Might be able to go ahead. Oh man. No, I ain't supposed to be doing this. Y'all give me a second. Somebody said, DM me those TD. Come on, brother. You know what? Maybe I could do that. I could DM a few of y'all and then y'all spread it. Then that way it don't come from me. But I gotta mute it probably. Yeah. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. Let me find it. All right. Let me make sure this is it. Yeah, I got some of y'all, man. But I promise y'all, man, just a thing of beauty. Dang, I shouldn't have turned my phone in landscape. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I got it. I never even watched them again, by the way. All right, 2 back to pass. Mm. Yeah, man. I'll put it like this. What I'll do later, I'll send it to somebody, and then I'll just retweet, we'll repost or share what they shared. You see what I mean? That way it ain't coming from me. I'll just put it like that. I'll send it to somebody, and then later on I'll reshare what they share. So it's coming from them. All right. Your seconds count is way off. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Maybe it's way off. I don't know what you mean by seconds count. Are you saying like when the quarterback was back to pass? If it's way off, what was it, 2 seconds? I mean, you tell me, especially if you were out there, it wasn't way off to me. I'm over there putting in work, counting them because I started noticing it. So I started counting. No 65-yard passes. 80. Not the pass didn't go that far, but those 2 plays I'm talking about, one of them was like a 40-yard chunk on the sideline. The other one, and that was to Grant, if I'm not mistaken. He jumped up like he was Devontae Parker. And the other one was I think that was I gotta check it out who it was, but it was a slant type coverage, and he got it and took off down the field. That would have been a touchdown. TD was taping Belichick style. No, I didn't tape the whole camp, and then I was like, man, I'm under this tent. Everybody tired. The person who checking ain't even walking no more. Let me just grab me a little something. And right when I start filming, then the beauty comes. Then the beauty comes. That's when it happened. That's when it happened. But yeah, y'all will see me share it on my Instagram or something soon, but it won't be for me. I'll be sharing somebody else's. All right. But let's continue, man. I'll hook y'all up. Y'all know I got you. All right, let's continue though, because we don't have that much. This is the extended practice. All right. All right. Practice is coming to an end. If I describe practice today in one word, context, and that's what I tweeted. All right. Yeah, Dolphin United. It was Wilson. I figured it was. If you was out there, you know what I'm talking about. Just a thing of beauty. Shout out to the homie Dolphin United, man. I don't see him much on here, but appreciate him, man. He got a YouTube. He rocking as well, man. He started and he's doing a good job over there doing his thing too. So y'all make sure y'all check him out, all right? All right, so they got back to work and Brissett hands the ball off twice, throws 3 nice passes and looks solid, but Tua is the guy for sure. And I was basically summing it up. Brissett did good today. He's solid, but Tua is definitely the guy. From what I saw, that ain't even a question. I don't think nobody is questioning that. But just for those who, just like I said, Brissett looking good too. But at the same token, getting my eyes on it today. Listen, you got to be showing that you're definitely better than Tua to even be in the conversation because he's the number 5 overall pick. You got to literally be making plays and he's struggling, and that's not happening. If Brissett was connecting on all these deep balls that he's throwing, it might be a different story, but he's not. Incomplete. And even if he was connecting on them, he still wouldn't be considered, in my opinion, but at least I would feel like it's a itty-bitty conversation, not even relevant. So, and I'm going to give y'all my final take on Tua in a little bit, all right? Brissett throws deep sideline go route to Waddle. Almost picked. Great play by the DB. I'm not going to knock Brissett on that almost pick because it's the same passes that all the quarterbacks been throwing, but receivers have been making spectacular plays. Like they've been throwing in some coverage that doesn't make sense to throw in, but receivers have been making some amazing plays. So the DB just made a heck of a play on that. He was actually beat a little bit, in my opinion, but he caught up and almost picked it off. Sinet, nice find on crossing route for completion, 8 yardish, short stuff. Tua, you in a play that was, Tua in a play that was definitely a sack, but throws after the play anyway for the short completion up the middle. Steps up in the pocket, but no go. Basically, the whole D-line was smothering on that play. It wasn't nowhere to go. It's like they came in, but okay, y'all, we got this one. But he steps up and throws the ball anyway. People, the only reason I even reported it because people got happy about it because it was still a completion. But that was a done deal play to me. All right. And it wasn't like he had all day to throw. They just got in there. They got in there fast. All right. Another play. Tua looks deep, pump fakes 3 times, sack, but still throws after the play for a short completion. Stare deep the whole time. That was what I didn't like. He was back to pass. He literally, no. Flat. Took forever. 3 pump fakes on the play and looked deep the whole time and end up throwing in the flat. Great coverage. And at least he had someone in the flat. And I would say, honestly, in real-time game speed, it's probably will end up being a throwaway. It'll probably end up being a throwaway. Okay? All right. Grant with the catch of the day. Double coverage. No way this is a completion. But he goes up like Parker and crowd goes crazy. Nothing defense can do on that. One great coverage. I saw this one. So pre-snap, right before Tua snapped the ball, the safety was close up in the box on this one. Right before he snapped the ball, the safety bailed. Bam! Let me get out here. And he snapped it. He stared right. He waited on it to develop, and it was like a sandwich. Grant in the middle, defender closing on them, ball on the way. They were there. But Grant went up like you see this. I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, everybody know he's a small guy. So when I use this reference, I'm not trying to be insulting. You see this little midget man go up in the air and just mouse both of them. Like, X would have picked that all day. Byron might have even got it. I don't know. But I also said good coverage by the DBs. That was just Grant being on Superman on that play. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, I'm like bracing for the pick. I'm like, then you just see Grant fly. Bam, get it, high point and come down. Crowd goes crazy, man. Crowd goes crazy. I was like, man, that was insane. I think that's one of the plays I got, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to go check them. All right. It was crazy, man. But Tua put it up there, hung it high, where he was able to go up and grab that ball, man. Huge gain. Those are the plays that'll flip the field. They'll flip the field. All right. Next play. Tua last play of practice, holds ball, rolls right, throws the Hail Mary out of bounds. Smart play. No need to force it. Yeah, that was another one. Sitting in the pocket, holding the ball, but at least this time he moved. He got out of there to where it was a while he had the ball back there, but when he moved, it made sense. That's about when the defense would have been over him. He made that move. So I believe in real action, that play would still be alive. He goes to the side. He throws a deep bomb out of bounds intentionally. It ain't like he was targeting nobody. It was a true throwaway. It was a true throwaway, and I felt good. Great way to end practice. That is smart because he could have just kept playing around back there and waiting to hit somebody, which ain't realistic. That was his last play, I think. Let me see. All right, practice not over. More reps. First, second, oh wait. Practice not over. Tua, more reps. Yeah, matter of fact, practice looked like it was over. They were walking off again. And that's why I tweeted, practice not over. Tua, more reps. First 2 were incomplete. He threw 2 incomplete passes. And then third pass to Waddle, complete in the middle of the field, sitting in the zone. All right. Then Brissett came up. I'm telling you, they extended practice today. I don't know what happened, but they definitely extended practice. All right, next play, Brissett. First play to Grant in the flats. Brissett batted down at the line of scrimmage for the next play. Then Tua came out, almost picked off with pass in the middle. Brissett, that's what happened. I remember this one. So before Brissett actually came in, because I just read 2 tweets from Brissett, I actually didn't send Tua's last throw. He almost got picked off with a pass up the middle. I said Tua almost picked off with pass in the middle. Brissett up next. It was almost like a slant. Corner came underneath, got his hands on it, but I think the receiver or something batted it down, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think the corner had a good grip on it anyway. He probably would have dropped it. But Brissett up next, and I already gave y'all some of Brissett's. Let me see. Brissett throws over the middle. Pass is broken up in double coverage. Short pass from Brissett, complete for short gain to the left. Sinnett, hands off, break time for me. Sinnett does a great job avoiding. Yeah, this was the one that I was sitting down chilling because I ain't trying to report on Sinnett because it was hot. You know, I'm telling y'all, I was rethinking my life, how hot it was. But this one I had to tweet because this affirmed why I ain't going to waste my time. Brissett does a great job to avoid 2 potential sacks. So, again, they holding on to it back there. The defensive line getting back there, but the way that he shifted his body and slid up, it was legitimate. He would have got out of that mess. And he actually did it. They were coming for him, and how he shifted and moved out, I said, okay, I'll take that extended play. That makes sense. And when he rolled out, he fumbled the ball with nobody touching him. Then he picked it up and threw it out of bounds to throw it away. So it is what it is. Then Tua came back out again and got reps. Tua hands off on a jet sweep. Handoff. Next play, Tua throws in the flat to Grant for a completion that went nowhere. All right, listen, guys, we have a lot to talk about tonight. Be sure you subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Then, yes, Tua actually, see, it wasn't over. There were 2 more plays. Tua had one and Brissett had one. Tua throws a needle across the middle to Bolden. Balling, middle. Bolden balling. Those plays flip the field. That was at the end of practice. Like, for some reason, they just went in practice. It looked like they were going to end it 3 times, but they kept going. And on this one, Tua had threw a needle across the middle. Bolden balling. These plays flipped the field. That was like a 30-yard gain. It was a lasers. Tua shot that thing through the middle of the field. I'm telling y'all, no exaggeration, it had to be about 30 yards. And Bolden caught it. And he would have been stopped, but those flipped the field. We were like on the 30, and that would have took you to the 40. Jason Sanders time at a minimum. Those are the plays that I wanted more of. All right. And then I got a Brissett hands off. I got more tweets. And then Brissett pump fakes deep, throws in the flat, tight coverage. Brissett, nowhere to go, would have been a sack to me, but throws short completion. Same thing. I thought Brissett would have got sacked on that play, but he ends up throwing it short to dump it off at the end of the play. And some of those in real life, they ain't going nowhere. And that's all, folks. Practice ended. And that was the end of training camp. I just read a lot of plays. Are they tweeting that many plays on Twitter? When we're not at practice, are you getting that many plays tweeted out? Are you getting that many plays tweeted out? How many plays, I think? Bro, I probably read 100 plays. I read a lot of plays, bro. And I'm telling you now, we probably get about 30 plays tweeted the whole day. And I'm telling y'all, what I noticed is I realize why all the plays aren't being tweeted out. It's hard. Hey, I rethought it when I first started. As soon as they started practice, I tweeted, and like I'm in the middle of the first tweet and I'm watching the second play. I'm finishing the first tweet and the third play is going. I hit send on the first tweet. And I'm like, dang. You can't get all these. But that's when I realized I just keep one tweet going. That's why some of the tweets I read to y'all, it gave you like 2 or 3 plays in one tweet. And then I got better and better and faster at tweeting them in general, because 11 on 11s made it easier, because I was able to, when they huddle up, I can get that one out. So right when I hit send, Tua's back to pass. And I'm seeing what happened. All right, let me see what's going. Send, Tua back to pass. It was like they were back, man. They move fast. I realized that today practice moves pretty fast. But if you're not tweeting or typing, you're just sitting there watching, it may not feel like it's moving fast. But for a beat writer, I get it. I understand why you're not going to get some of the tweets that don't even matter. You know what I mean? You're not going to get all the tweets, but we need all the tweets. We need everything that happens for context to understand. Because here's why. If you're reporting all the highlights and all the possible would-be plays or all the broken up plays, you're not reporting the plays that were just, great coverage and ball thrown away and all of that type of stuff. We need it all. And I will truly tell y'all, on Monday, I had to go out there 10 times better prepared, because I worked my behind off today. It was hot. It was hard. And I put that work. I felt like I worked. I felt like I put work in today. I promise y'all. You should have saw me, man. Because we shot the music video afterwards, and I had to breathe energy in that. So if I don't look like I'm the most energized person in the video, I am. But that took me out. I felt like I was limping to my car. Real talk, because I actually parked on the opposite side with all the workers and stuff. And I'm sitting there. I was limping to the car. It was work, man, and I felt it. I said, man, this is definitely work. Shout out to Antonio with the donation. Said, man, I need to get me Twitter so I can see what's up with the Fins at training camp. Who else can you trust more than TD in these training camp play-by-plays? Listen, man, I'm just doing the best that I can to give y'all what I see. Again, I have my own way I'm looking at football and a view. Some people may have not have seen it that way, but I'm giving y'all what I see with the best context that I possibly can. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not trying to be, nor don't expect me to be. I'm trying my best to do a great job. But everybody who want to criticize my takes and what I saw and this and that, it's just what I got out of it. I thought I was as fair as possible on training camp today. I didn't bash anyone. I didn't talk negative about Tua or Brissett or nobody. I just gave you what I saw happen in camp. I didn't try to amplify a bad play or minimize a good play. I just gave you what I saw. And if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. I'm not trying to paint a picture. And with that being said, let me give you my assessment of Tua right now. Shout out to Melvin with the donation. Good to see both sides making plays, not one-sided, which is true. Shout out to the homie EM with the donation. Said, salute, TD. Keep grinding, bro. You're doing a great job of minimizing the foolishness. So now I'm minimizing the foolishness. See, if EM say that, then I definitely did a good job on the stream. All right, so here's my take on Tua. I definitely see the improvement. I see it. I see strength. I'm not into all of that body stuff people talking about. I'm not, it looks like he got stronger and this and that. I'm not really into the body stuff. It's not an observation of mine. I don't see that, but at the same token, it's not a good or a bad thing. I just don't look at his size to say, yeah, he's gotten this way. It's just how I am. But I definitely see the improvement. There's times where the ball's getting out faster. I see, oh my gosh, I just keep going to when he read that blitz coming and he slowed it down. He slowed everybody down. And he called over extra protection. He communicated with the line, even tapped the helmet. Oh, that's my quarterback. Oh, stop, TD. Stop, TD. You don't want the haters to get mad at you. You know, they don't want you to be a fan. The haters don't want you to be a fan. Hey, but that's what I love. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I'm so hard on Tua and I criticize him, because I'm going to have them goosebumps when I notice the growth. I'm going to have those goosebumps when I notice the improvement, because I know where the improvement needs to be. And when I see it, it makes me feel like the corner being turned, baby. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I saw an improved quarterback when you compare it to last year. I still feel like he's that year 3 breakout guy. But I saw improvement. I saw progression. I saw a direction being headed. Doesn't mean I'm not sitting here saying he's there. He's that product that, yeah, we got our guy. I'm not saying he's there, but I saw enough today alone. Now, again, Tuesday, I hope it don't change a whole different perspective about everything we talked about with everybody when the pads come on. But as of right now, I am telling y'all the God's honest truth. No trolling, because I do love trolling the 2 in the ears. No trolling, all trolling aside. Development is happening. He has improved. He's more aware. Nobody ever said that was going to come with perfection. Nobody ever said improvement comes with no flaws. There's still flaws. But at the same token, man, I promise y'all, I would say to all Dolphin fans, what I saw today is encouraging. It's encouraging, and that's real talk. All joking aside, all trolling aside, and y'all know where I stand. My take is, I just want to see him making sure that when he, anticipates stuff, he's actually reading the defense. There's certain things he's gonna have to be better at. I see small things of improvement, but I still see some of the things that had me like, man, I don't know. But at the same token, today made me feel better about Tua Tagovailoa. It did. It just did overall. Glad you enjoyed camp. Hope to see you next Sunday and Sunday for training camp. We'll see if I can. I still gotta map that week out. But whether you love Tua or you're a Tua hater, whatever y'all want to call them, today there was an encouraging sight on our team. There was an encouraging sight from this young man. Another thing that I was talking to about to EM on the phone. If teams play us in zone, we getting 13 wins. You know how Josh Allen get to go against zone teams that run zone all year? If teams play zone against us, we getting 13 wins all day. I don't have much confidence when we run man-to-man. I don't have much confidence with this offense, but that's why this running game got to pick it up. Because I'm going to tell y'all now, if a lot of teams do a lot of man-to-man on us, we have the weapons now. We're just going to need them to win those battles. We're going to destroy zone coverage. This kid is ready. Every time they ran zone, he ate today. And he took what they gave him, even if it was a short pass. So here's context. You know how I was harping on a lot of short passes the last few days? I got to keep it 100 with y'all. About 65% of the plays today were short passes. But when they run in the zone and you don't see what you like, it's fine dumping it off, because even those short passes are getting yacked because it's zone. When he found the tight end on the side for a 3-yard completion and he went up the sideline, that's like a 20-some yard play from a 3-yard pass because it's zone. But I ain't just talking about the short stuff, but a lot of the nice, beautiful plays as well, zone. He was eating them apart. He finding his guy to sit down. And that guy Waddle, man, I'm telling you, I'm kind of biased now with Waddle. I'm going to say it. I'm going to jump out on the limb right now, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all now. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I don't want to say it. It's kind of crazy and early to say, but I want to say it and I gotta say it. I feel like Waddle is our number one, period. He's not our number one, okay? Because we know who's going to be on the outside most of the time. But this kid's everywhere. This kid is everywhere. He's in motion. He's out of the slide. He's running. Oh, that's one that I didn't tell y'all about because I was talking to him about. This is one thing that with Tua that was a little frustrating. It was one to Waddle. Waddle was wide open. He came wide open on that sideline. That was the first initial route too. That's where Tua was supposed to go. What happened was Waddle ran a wheel route. He just came around and hit that sideline up the end. Tua looked at it, but you know how he eye a guy 3 seconds too long I talked about earlier? This was a case where he didn't eye him long enough. So he didn't eye him long enough. He looked at him, looked at the two defenders, and just dumped it off in the flat. But both of the two defenders came down to the flat guy before he threw it. Waddle was wide open coming up that sideline. That was one that I didn't give context on. I probably read the tweet and said Tua dumps it off on the side, dump off. I probably just said Tua nice pass on the outside. But that was one that had context that I felt like he could have did better on for sure because that would have been a huge game. But Waddle's everywhere, y'all. This kid's jumping around out there having fun, catching everything, slide down passes, slants, comeback routes, out routes. He's been the primary target. He's been making plays and showing up. Foster is eating. Foster is eating. I just don't give him the same cachet because Waddle is our number 6 pick. You see what I mean? But Foster is eating. He's eating. What are we going to do about this receiver room? Y'all don't understand these receivers out here making plays. You know what it's going to come down to, right? These coaches going to have to really evaluate the film because so many of them are making plays at times where you can't just go off of making plays. You got to look at the plays that, the quarterbacks held on to it that I'm talking about too long. Who's not running smooth routes? Who's not getting separation? They're going to have to make a decision off of that because Grant is sitting out here acting like he's Superman. Foster out here eating like no other. Y'all saw yesterday, Kirk Merritt moved up from third team to second team. I noticed. Did y'all notice that? I wasn't able to report on it. But did y'all notice? Merritt done moved up from third team to second team. Man, this receiving core got me like frustrated. Like, trade one of them and make it easy for us. I mean, man, our receiving core is gonna be serious. And we ain't even got the deep threats out there right now, y'all. Fuller ain't out there stretching them. Parker ain't out there making them scared where you got to double them and cover 2. Man, I'm like, what is it going to come to? What is it going to come to? No. What can we get for Parker? I love us having them all. I'm just saying in general, man, these guys out here playing football. I'm telling y'all ain't got to like Grant. You'll trade Grant. Okay, he had some off situations last year, but who didn't? He had as many blown plays as Tua did as everybody else. But nobody can deny the kid got talent, period. He ain't a kid. He grown man now. He has talent. He out there showing a good camp. But Foster? What they going to do? I did not have Foster in my top 7 making this team. That has changed. I ain't even going through the depth chart, but that has definitely changed. That has definitely changed. He's out there. I said this to EM on the phone, and he laughed at me because he always take things out of context, right? Yeah, that's a shot at you, EM. But I said, I don't care that Parker and Fuller ain't out there because you got Foster out here acting like he Parker. And he like, oh, Foster better than Parker now. No, that ain't what I said. I just said he out here acting like he better. Man. All right. What else from training camp today that I wanted to talk to y'all about? But yeah, about Tua though. Miami Dolphin fans, be encouraged. Be encouraged. We got a quarterback. And we got one that we're going to build on. Again, we got to see Tuesday's practice and the Bears stuff work in the, preseason and stuff. See how it looks then. But at the same token, he gave me every reason to feel like no one shouldn't get behind him. You know how there's plenty of y'all that join this channel, join the streams and say, I just can't get behind him. He got to prove it. Take my word from it. He still got to prove it, but he's definitely worth getting behind because you put work in to improve. When you see the improvement, you're not expecting him to be Dan Marino right now. I do understand where trauma comes from because you looked at Tannehill and you saw improvements every year, but it was just constant improvement, drawing longer and longer. Tua's having a really good year 2 jump. Still ain't enough. I got to keep things in context. It still ain't enough. He's playing football. The game isn't perfect. You can't expect him to make every pass and be perfect and read every play perfect. Young quarterback that had flaws, and once we recognize he had flaws, we got to move past talking about the fact that he had flaws and just focus on how is he, what flaws did he improve and how much did he improve them. That's what it's about. AB tripping. AB said, I'm going to open up a GoFundMe account for TD so he can go to more practices and fall in love live with Tua. Listen, I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, AB. If Monday he stink up the joint, you're going to hear me over here telling you he stink up the joint and y'all going to be back over here calling me a hater anyway. So it don't matter. I'm just going to call it how I see it. Today, I felt encouraged by the young man. And I felt like he can be our quarterback for the future if he continues making strides like this and continue to get better. But he's not there yet. But it looks like he's headed in a really good direction. And I can get behind that any day of the week. What I didn't want to see is just trashy intangibles like holding on to the ball too long like he did last year. And I understand he held on to him today, but a lot of those, that's just practice. And then when I say just practice, I mean that in regards to the pressure ain't coming where he feel he got to get rid of it like that. Like where he hear clashing and banging all around him. So it was a promising day. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I gave him a 7 out of 10 for the day. And that's one of the higher scores I've given him any day. Any day. Still had some hiccups, some things he could have done better. But 7, if I'm being technical, 7.2, 7.3 out of 10 on the day. And listen, the end result, all you want is your quarterback to be an 8. So that's why I feel good. And people say my scores be too low because last year there were a lot of games where I was like 5. Today was decent, but it was a 6.6. That's just how I felt. Call me a hater all you want. But today I felt like we got a quarterback on the field that's operating about a 7.2. And we just need to build him up and get him to that 8. And the rest is history. Now he going to play around in that 8 to 10 zone. The rest is history. Things are looking okay. You know, I can't sit here and be overly giddy, to a ball. That ain't the case. But at the same token, there's no right for me to sit here and be like, listen, man, what I saw today, that was just trash. I'm just going to call it how it is. Just not true. That's not what's happening. So good practice overall for the team. I'm encouraged by Tua, and I know y'all want more reporting on everyone else. I just personally feel like, especially on this channel, it's important to focus on him right now. I was looking at practice. I didn't care about the run game because they ain't padded. I see the defense filling holes. I see running backs getting tapped, and they running past them like they breaking tackles, but I don't know if you really going to break that in real play. You know, so I ain't report all that stuff. Offensive line, you know, I will say this. Offensive line, this is also something I was telling EM, and it's important for y'all to know. Offensive line looks good. I don't care what nobody out here saying. The O-line look good, but here's the problem. When they get beat, and it happens right away. Now, said, hey, bam, already blown up. Start the play. Oh, okay, we got to go over. When they get blown up, they get blown up. It don't happen all the time, but one out of every plays, one of them defensive linemen just wreak havoc. And I really couldn't get good looks on who and stuff like that, but they back there. Like nobody was in a great position to make a stop. They there. But it's happening like once every 8 plays. But outside of that, when that O-line snap the ball and them quarterbacks back to pass, I like what I see. They holding up. If I'm sitting here having a perception that they holding the ball past 5 seconds, that's all you need to hear. Now, don't get me wrong. A guy may run by him and look like he tap him, but still, that tap happened around 5. And I take 3 seconds from this O-line. From what we used to, I take 3 seconds in a heartbeat. I take 3 any day of the week. Any day. So that makes me feel good. And also, I actually see run lanes. But again, them linebackers feeling them. I can see the old line at the point of attack where a lane opened up, but I see a linebacker. That ain't a lane no more. But I see the initial hole, but it's closed quick. And the running back about to hit it, and they like, nope, next one. No, next one. A lot of these plays have been getting stretched or not hitting the initial hole and hitting the second one. I'm talking about C gaps or further. I'm seeing C gaps or further. Period. Man. Shout out to the homie that dropped the donation, Debo. He said, I was looking for you out there. Couldn't find you, but we looking good. Fins up. That's what's up, man. Hey, I was out there. A lot of people came over to see me, bro. A lot of people. I just hope nobody felt I was being rude. I was really trying to get every play out to the people. I was trying to tweet every play and really see what happened. So I'm sitting there between plays tweeting, all right, let's take the picture and back to it. I was doing all that, man. But it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. Without pads, I don't try to stop Hunt too, man. Hunt and Kenley are just massive. Them boys are grown men. I'll tell you that. These guys, man, they right there in my face, y'all. I mean, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at this old line. There's some other guys that's huge too, man. There's some other guys that's huge too. These boys ain't no joke. That old line looks, it's the NFL. That's all I'll say. This is the NFL. You just know. Kenley got to lose some weight. I'm going to tell you now, everybody I saw looked just fine for their weight. As a matter of fact, it's exactly what I would want them to be. Them boys, TD, rest your vocal cords. Tomorrow, drink warm water, lemon honey. Does it really sound that bad? Does it really sound that bad? Is it really that I'm dragging y'all on my voice? Trying to get it out. Make Kenley run sprints in the Miami Heat. Oh, them boys out there losing weight. Them boys are out there losing weight. It ain't no question they out there losing weight. I left this house at one weight, drove down there, and in 2 days came back, and I weighed myself right before I started this stream because something ain't feel right. Like my pants actually kind of like was loose, like really loose, like coming off. I'm like, gosh, why would it be doing that, free falling like this? And I'm 7 pounds down. And 5 of them was probably today. The other 2 when I was detailing my car at my mama's house in the sun. Them boys out there losing weight one way or another. Period. 7 pounds down in 2 days. Sign me up. I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yes, 7. Now, mind you, I'm also eating better and stuff now. So, it's all salads and fruits and vegetables for me, and no meat. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy. Tua is the best QB in the AFC East. I ain't gonna say that right now, but we head in the right direction. Hey, I might even argue he might be the second best right now. I can't stand that Josh Allen, but I'll give him his credit just for now. It ain't gonna last long. He's staying that bum. But I would argue with somebody that he's the second best in the AFC East. I mean, Jets got a rookie we don't know nothing about, and Cam and your boy from Alabama, Mac Jones or whatever. I feel like Tua better than both of them, at least Cam at this stage in his career. Yeah, I do. And that's a good thing. The Heat is our secret weapon. Yep, it is. It is, man. Just think about that Heat that they discuss me right now. It's a whole nother level, y'all. Anyway, man, any questions, comments, concerns y'all have right now, put it in the comment section. I'll answer a few of those. Let me think in my mind anything else. I saw Jason Sanders. I start geeking out because that's the homie. That's the MVP of the team. What else? Anything else that I noticed that Byron Jones look good? I don't even think they throw his way. I don't even think they ever throw his way. There were times where I was like, okay, let me look at Byron Jones on this play while I'm looking at Tua. I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow Tua, but then I'm going to go look at his. Like, I see what side Byron Jones on. And if Tua looked that way first, I'm like, yes, I get to see what happens over there. But if Tua looked the other way, I'm trying to see what's developing over there to see if he actually goes that way. They don't go to Byron. Byron out there, and I don't even know if Byron doing a lot of reps. I think they're giving a lot of them other guys a lot of reps. But Byron ain't. But you know what? And then they start running that zone, and it didn't matter because I got to check. But if I'm not mistaken, even on that wheel route where it would have been a big gain to Waddle, I felt like Byron was over there at that time, but he dumped it in the flats anyway. He didn't even throw it. But Byron was coming down. He was in a zone, and the safety is supposed to shift out, but the safety wouldn't have knew because it was a wheel route. That's how you run wheel routes can really damage a zone. Because when that underneath receiver do like a crossing route, like say the left side receiver, say they do a crossing route, the DB that's back there just stays in his area. He don't recognize that out by the receiver is a wheel coming right behind him. And I don't know, but Byron gave up that TD to Wilson. I gotta go see it. I got it on film. I'll watch it. Is that Byron? Is that the one that was threaded with the needle with the tight coverage where the DB was there, but it was right perfect? Is that the one? I gotta go check. I thought that was Noah and somebody else, but I'll have to go check. We'll see. Tell us about the 70-yard pass to Wilson. Man, hold on, man. Y'all give me a second. See, I need, because I got so much little film stuff here. None of it's really relevant, but the ones that's relevant are really good plays. Let me see if I can hook this to the screen. Yeah. Let me see who that was on. That was Byron Jones. Hold on. All right, man. Let me see if I can play this. Let me IG this to myself in an inbox. I'm gonna play this one. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna send it to the homie and then play it on IG. Y'all give me a second. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Instagram said choose a video that is shorter than 90 seconds. It said choose a video that's shorter than 90 seconds. And I recorded 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I got like 4 plays on that. And all of them was a thing of beauty. Let me see. Is there another way? Oh, wait. Maybe I can send that video as a file to this MacBook and just play it off my screen. Give me a second. Patience. I got y'all. All right. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Let me airdrop this. Airdrop. MacBook Pro. Bam. Accept. Save to downloads. Yeah, give me a second. It's working. It's gonna work. All right. We're gonna get this. All right, so we're gonna put this on the desktop. This image 1097. All right, let's see what we got here. Image 1097. Okay, share video file. All right, desktop. Image 1097. Open. This video uses a unique coded H265 that your browser doesn't support. Follow these steps to convert to a supported. Man, y'all give me a second. Y'all gonna get this now. Let me go ahead and convert this to an MP4. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Small stupid stuff like this. Convert H264 MP4. Right. Just give me a second, man. I got y'all. All right, choose a file. Here we go. Open. Convert. File is too large. Like, come on, what is going on? Like, everybody got some type of issue with me. Gosh. It's freaking aggravating. All right, man. Let's see. Can you do it? This website is good. All right, that's fine. Just convert the thing for me, please. Oh, and you converting like a turtle. All right, man. We're gonna get this thing 2-3 minutes, man. And I'll bring it over. Must be Watson computer. Y'all crazy. But no, man, everything was all good, man. Zip it. It's gonna take too long. I already got a process going. I'm gonna finish it this way. All right. Oh snap! It's getting real over here. What do you mean, Mr. Spacely? Spacely. Oh no, we don't need that toxicity. Yeah, we ain't doing no toxicity, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. I must be ain't been following the um chat, but hopefully I ain't talking craziness, man. Mm, is Howard gonna leave or what? TD screen recorded. It's interesting. Well, like I said, it's 89% done. Just patience. 92 now, 94, 95, 96, 98. Upload 100. Conversion running. Oh man, I was just loading it. All right, it's going. That's not happening, not this year. Sup TD? It's Levante. Change my YouTube name. All right, bro. Man, I met so many people out there, by the way, y'all. I was saying, well, show us so we can go to bed. I know because I'm ready to go to bed too. I'm ready to go to bed too. Y'all don't even understand. I came in and I still got to go take a shower and everything. I just said I ain't want to start the stream at 11 or 11:30. I just felt that was too late for y'all to already be gracious enough to be waiting on me at 10:30. So this was not intentional. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. But hey, so we started at 10:30 because I had just drove in from South Florida. All right. Um Only TD can have 640 viewers at 12:30 at night. LOA. Is it 12:30? Wow, it is. It is. I ain't even realized that. It's 600 and something people in here. Hey, I ain't realized that either. I thought most of them would have went to sleep by now. Wilson out there with them fresh legs. If he stay healthy, that Wilson and Waddle 1-2 is gonna be deadly for defenders. All right, let me see if it's done. $56 MB. Gosh, it's still going. It's almost done, y'all. It's almost done. Anybody was at training camp today? Put it in the comment section if you were in training camp today. Yes or no? Yes or no? Somebody said it's on Twitter. Yeah, I got that play, the next play, and the next play. Yes, sir. MVDNL was there. We're with you, TD. Just wear a white shirt. Nah, I wish. No. TD left you something in PayPal. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate everybody who's donated to the channel, man. Showing love. Great show for us. Shout out to Rhonda on the PayPal. Appreciate you. Love you. Said great show. That's what's up. Validation, baby. Validation. Who is that? And I can hear my wife and all my kids watching some show. They got her binge watching this late at night. 12:30 at night, and they out there binge watching something. All right, where are we at now? All right, almost there. I was there. Chef Jew, you was there? You were at training camp? How I don't know that? How I didn't know that? Anybody else is at training camp? Reason why I'm asking, was anyone else at training camp? When you heard my analysis of what was happening today, I'm just trying to get your gauge on whether or not I was on point or not. If you were at camp today, I want your take based off of the stream. If you paid attention to the whole stream, is what I'm saying how it went down? Am I pretty much on point? I was there. Great show. Oh yeah, Quinte Riddle. I always say Quint. He was there too, man. I saw Quinte. See, I'm still messing up. I told him I was still gonna mess it up. Yeah, I can hear Hillary and the family in the background. Yeah, I must be got this loud because this is like a sound canceling mic. Yes, was TD. Yes, was TD. You on point? All right, maybe. Love your context, TD. Made it even better. You was good, bro. You were on point. Keep it up. Shout out to Quinte. Me too. Flow likes Grant. Yo, definitely was on point with that army fatigue 100. Yeah, man. Everybody was talking about the army fatigue, man. Just a little drip. Just a little drip. Y'all. Just a little drip. Just, Chad had to hit him up, give him a break out the fatigue J's, the fatigue polo shorts, hit him up with the undefeated jersey, ooh, and the fatigue hat that was Dolphin. It was clean. Hey, don't worry, I got both lined up. Don't worry, I'm gonna hit him. I'm about to hit him on Monday. With that drip. Yeah. I'm saying though, y'all. Nobody talking about TD singing. Oh, you mean pre-practice when I start singing? Oh man, y'all. TD got them vocals, y'all. In this man, see, I definitely can't do it now. Y'all be like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep for 3 years. I just heard TD with a messed up voice try to sing, especially losing my voice. TD, go to bed. I ain't going to bed until this thing done converting, and it is done. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. I hope it came out great, especially with, oh, come on, man. Are you kidding me? Please tell me I was in landscape and not portrait. Hold on. Oh, crap. See, y'all ain't going to be able to see it right, man. Because I didn't, oh my gosh. It's in I'll show y'all what I'm talking about, man. I'll just show y'all what I'm talking about. See, I'm gonna have to show y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all now what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow the film because I could just go into what is the thing called? What is the thing called? Man, I'm shooting a blank. Yeah, I could just go into Final Cut Pro and turn it to where you can see it properly. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Share screen. See what I'm talking about? It's sideways. Wait, hold on. Do we got a rotate button on here? No, it ain't no rotate. It's sideways, so you can't see it. It starts out properly, but then my foolish self decided to change it. Oh, why did I do that? See, I thought my phone would flip it to the main screen, but it didn't. Well, hold on. Well, no, that doesn't do it. Wait, no, that doesn't do it. Nope. Yeah, we ain't gonna get it. Unless you want to look sideways. We're not gonna get it. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. Yeah, but they're in this film, man. I mean, I got play. I got that juice. I'll just flip the screen and then cut it down the middle where you don't see those people. So this will get larger. Tomorrow, I'll flip it tomorrow. So I'll flip it tomorrow and then cut the bottom out so that you can actually see everything up closer even more. Man, it ain't terrible footage. You got to see it turn, man. Hold on. Let me make sure something. Let me ask y'all something. Is this a dang, don't worry, it's gonna blow up. This is a perfect view, but it's gonna blow up. You'll see when I do it tomorrow. I'm gonna blow it up. I'm a master in Final Cut Pro. Don't worry, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just turn your head. I know. Y'all funny, man. See, you make me want to just go do it right now in Final Cut Pro, but it'll take too long. It'll take too long. But anyway, man, it is what it is. I got a little something for y'all, but y'all will see it. But it was tight coverage, though. Byron Jones was right there on his hip. You thought, and I'm going to tell you, on that play, Albert Wilson was shocked that he caught it. Byron Jones dove for it, but it still got right past him. When you see the play, you'll see how close it was, but I want you to see that Grant one. That's the one I want you to see. I want you to see that crazy one to Grant, man. Dang, I'm over here watching it myself. See if I got him in the air or not. Yep, got him. Y'all show that one tomorrow. But I'm sorry I couldn't have it prepared for y'all now because, again, I just drove straight in from South Florida, drove 4 hours and got here. So it's been a long few days, man. Me and Solo D dropped the track. If y'all didn't see me on Instagram in the studio, that was pretty cool. Everybody loving the song so far. For those who heard, most of y'all heard snippets, but the people at the stadium today, they heard it in the parking lot. We were jamming it and shooting a music video with all the Dolphin fans around. That was pretty cool. And everybody, they say they love it, man. And it was pretty, TD got them bars on this one, man. It was really, I was just giving a shout out to all our draft picks on it. So I hit him with that. So it was fun, man. It was a fun little trip, but I'm coming right back down to it, and we're gonna finish shooting clips of the video this week down in Miami. So somebody said, you close to 17,000. Am I close to 17,000 people? Let me see. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been a summer, man. I ain't even realized that. Coming up on 17. Dashboard. Oh, yeah. So we had 16,859. That's what's up, man. But anyway, man, I'm finna get out of here. Like I said, I'm finna shower, get some rest, and see y'all tomorrow, man. Big ups. I appreciate y'all love and support once again. Yeah, we'll hit 17,000 before the season start for sure. It's only 140 people more, and that'll probably happen within a week or two. And then when the season starts, y'all already know what time it is. It's probably gonna be like 2,000 a month or something, because the more people know about us, they love it because we're a family over here. And thanks to every single one of y'all. So again, y'all get y'all sleep. And just like Dougley said, man, Doug just told y'all, only TD got a stream over here with 600 people after midnight. That's credit to y'all, man, for rocking with me and being available for a late night stream. I guess that's my calling card. I'm out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We back at it. Happy days, Dolphin fans. We own it. Peace. I'm out. Fizz up.